defensive team. Anytime a team goes on the road, that maybe they can be affected by the hometown crowd, put them into play. They talked about it all week. Well, that run right there.
Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's by Sam Shields. They find some open field here. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
Now Ryan on second down. And that is incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. And it's third down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes. He should have caught.
On third down, Ryan swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. And Eifert has it. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Little slot receiver for, isn't it, right there? Those fourth down conversions in the middle of the field.
He knows that's where he has to make his living, and that's where he has to make plays to help his team. And no one is asking him to do anything more or less than do exactly what we saw there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 15 he goes. 11 yards on the pickup, and that'll be good for an Arizona first down.
How many times do we quick and shifty? Not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
And now the offense operates in the red zone. Freeman again, a first down carry. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open.
And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Matt Ryan scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. And it following the touchdown, Josh Scobie now will kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the comes Minnesota. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
They come up in an offset eye. Geno now to throw. And his throw is is incomplete. C.J. Fedorowicz, the intended receiver. And that takes us from second to third down.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
An extra DB added here for the Cards on third.
Blitzer play coverage.
And he's got Snead. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there at 22. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go. Because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Throwing again is Smith. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think a guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
Now a play fake here on first down. On the move to his left. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. A minute 57 to go in this first half. Back to Buffalo after the second down is Smith. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaleel Adai.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all.
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it's the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense as that fell harmlessly to the ground. Returnable for Lockett. 12 yards on the return that time. And it'll be Viking football here as they take. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll set up the screen to McCoy. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now Geno. Buying time to his left. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Smith. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Well, now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They are going for it. It's Smith. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And where the ball is now, you got the field goal pretty much in the bag. Now do you try for the end zone a couple of times?
I don't think there's any question about it. You might get a gift of 6 points rather than the 3 that you just noted that you feel like you already have. Be aggressive, go after it, and try and get those points.
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 4. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, Ryan. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And he's brought down after a good game. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Ryan, and he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Matt Ryan in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. And he'll bang that one through. And following the touchdown, Josh Scobie now will kick it away. Tyler Lockett now with the return. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards. Line. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Now Gino on 1st down. Give him 9 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the 1st.
Really good job by the offense there. Every second counts right now. So for them to get out of bounds and save some time, that's a nice move.
The final shot here before break. Smith. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. And the Vikings with an extra defender in the secondary on 3rd.
Playing coverage here.
Here's Ryan to throw. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first. But at least it's 4th down. And here's a very low-line drive. Almost whiffed on it. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. One man in the backfield. That's McCoy. Throwing now is Gino. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
This has been a really nice day for the defense. They've made it so difficult to find open receivers because they're able to squeeze the passing lanes down. A lot of what they're doing is communicating. Receivers in one area, receivers in another area. They're almost what they call passing them off from one defender to the next, even in zone defenses, and making it very hard to find an open spot for the quarterback to deliver the ball.
McCoy, and able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up. And now they're in the hurry-up. They'll fake it. Now Smith. And he's got Lockett. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation. I'm about to do a disservice to the catch we just saw. One-handed, coming down with it, just like that. Yeah.
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. LaShawn McCoy punching it in from a yard away. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
The lag is so real right now.
Now it's Ryan. Caught left side by Funchess. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Vikings pick up the football.
They make so many catches that are so tough, so acrobatic, so difficult that often surprises me when they actually turn the ball over. You know, when the ball actually comes free. It's amazing sometimes because of what we see them do on so many different plays.
Had the catch, but quick. Tyler Lockett. It's complete to Lockett. Touchdown, Vikings. Tyler Lockett, 43 yards. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Vikings. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Now Ryan on second down. Looking for his tight end, Eifert, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And the Vikings now heading on to the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. Into the end zone.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, and now they look up at a 3rd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Back. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. And they'll keep it on the ground with McCoy. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
As a guy carrying the ball, your eyes are going to direct your feet, and you're hoping they carry you to the open spaces. But it's awfully difficult at times because you have so many things you have to look out for. Where's the line blocking? Where's the traffic coming from? Tough to find open spots.
A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football. Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
Now it's Smith off the bootleg. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
Now Smith on 3rd and goal. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Fedorowicz from 4 yards out. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And we are tied now early in this 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Arizona getting ready to... as they take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. 2nd and 10 now. Ryan. This is Cobb with a catch right side. Again the stiff arm.
That's going to leave a mark.
A gain of 32 that time.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Hitting the home stretch here in a great game, a tie game. Let's see if the defense can get the stop they need to get the ball back. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him. They'll run it now out of the gun. Down to the 25. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Another timeout called by the Vikings now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
The fucking lag, dude, is so bad.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll run it. Freeman. Call it an even 20 yards on the pickup. And the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a 1st and goal. Well, he almost got more than he bargained for there. On 4th and short, you just got to make sure you keep the chains moving. But he was able to break free, and he darn near takes it all the way in as they finally get him down inside the 5-yard line. And they will not even get to the line here as we'll get a delay. And as the 4th quarter winds down here, we're all even. And no one wants this game to extend. They want to go ahead and win it right now. And they'll try and burn some clock with a sneak. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Okay, I think we can safely agree. That's not a call you see very often on 1st and 10. Ever. Who calls a first down sneak? I guess the best we've probably seen is a first down quarterback draw. Right. Yeah, but not a sneak. But they did gain yards. And boy, again, they won't get this off in time. to the penalty. Here's Freeman. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds.
That's a shame.
And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds, pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on.
That's a shame, bud. There's the quit. Oh, there's the quit. I love it. Fucking love it.